BTS aims to appeal to a global market, and therefore Arirang became the album with the most English lyrics. Last year, BTS was recording their album over here in LA, and during that same time, Bad Bunny was doing his residency in Puerto Rico. Tourism in the island skyrocketed. People were traveling, people were immersing in the culture, they were being very present, and the language, being Spanish, was not a barrier. Fast forward to 2026, Debí Tirar Más Foto won Album of the Year, making it the first ever Spanish album to win in that category. So with that said, what is appealing to global? When I really do think global right now is craving authenticity, culture, and diversity. In the past, multiple artists sing in English because the market would demand it. But now with social media and more access to being connected online, I do believe the global experience has changed, and it keeps on evolving. For example, in 2017, we had La Casa del Papel, which was trending all around Netflix and socials, even though it was all in Spanish. Movies like The Secret Agent, which is from the Brazilian film, being nominated for the Best Pictures at the Oscars this year in 2026. Or the series Squid Game, which became super viral, even though Korean was its first language, which now has a bunch of spin-offs for reality TV show, and even Mr. Beast has his own version of the Squid Games. Through time, I've noticed that the more you immerse in your culture, your community, your people, yourself, projects tend to relate more to the audience, even if the audience is not from your country. Because of the pressure of appealing to global, I think that it missed the mark with some of the listeners, including myself. At the end of the day, like Suga said in the documentary, Arirang is what it means to them as artists. But being global in the entertainment industry has evolved, and the English language, even though it's very important and it's very relevant, I don't think it's a necessary key factor anymore. I loved watching the documentary because I loved seeing the conversations that they were having, specifically the ones where they brought up that they felt that the album had too much English and they needed to be more Korean because they feel more comfortable when it's in Korean. But I do think artists like Bad Bunny are challenging this because he did the whole Super Bowl in Spanish, the whole Prime Video live thing in Spanish. His residency was only in Puerto Rico, so people were flying there to see him. I did love the documentary. I love that everybody was very real, very raw. They were having a lot of disagreements, and you saw that there was a lot of pressure behind this album. And at the end of the day, I know that they are content, they are happy. It was really amazing to see that some of the thoughts that people were having while listening to the album were not coming from nowhere, because it first came from them. And before you come at me with some negative stuff, remember that the chat is a very positive place. It's a place for conversations. And also, I'm an army, okay? Like, this one doesn't even work anymore in the concerts. Ciao!